Welcome to this special bonus episode from Classic Mosaic Truth, where we explore some timeless wisdom for, well, a very modern challenge.
Okay, let's just start with a feeling I think we all know. You know exactly what you need to do, but for some reason, you just don't do it, right? This gap between what we intend to do and what we actually get done, that's a universal human struggle.
So in this explainer, we're going to unpack this problem drawing from the work of William Walker Atkinson. We'll look at why that gap even exists, talk about how to build a sense of lasting determination, and figure out how to stop wasting all that precious mental energy. And stick around, because I'm going to leave you with a really simple exercise you can start using today.
Really, this whole journey is about one thing, moving from a state of being scattered and pulled in a million directions to becoming the calm, focused director of your own life.
You see, Atkinson noticed that it's really a lack of energy that's holding us back. It's a lack of direction. We can waste a ton of effort on things that just don't matter, and it leaves us feeling drained but not really productive.
Okay, so to figure out how to direct our energy, we first need to get a handle on the two basic ways our mind operates.
Now, Atkinson saw our thoughts not as just passive things, but as active vibrations of energy. I want you to think of it like a personal power source that you can actually learn to manage and point where you want it to go.
And this is where it gets really interesting. He breaks the mind down into two parts. You've got the active mind. That's the director, the part of you that chooses and decides. And then you've got the passive mind. Now, this part is powerful, but it's automatic. It just runs on habits and reacts to whatever's around it. Kind of like a carriage that just follows the same old ruts in the road, unless a driver actively grabs the reins and steers it somewhere new.
So here's the crucial point. We're not fighting against ourselves here. The goal is to use that active, directing mind to train the passive mind, to basically create better ruts or better habits for it to follow automatically.
All right, so how does this idea help us? Well, it helps us build something way more reliable than just waiting for motivation. It helps us build determination. Atkinson's insight here is that our will isn't some kind of mysterious, magical force. It's a direct result of how badly we want something. The problem, as he saw it, is that we're often just a bit mentally lazy, you know? We don't want things hard enough to really push past our own inertia. And this really gets at the key difference. Motivation, it comes and goes, it's fleeting. But determination is a capacity. It's something that gets stronger through consistent, small efforts. It's a skill you can actually train.
So if determination is the engine, then concentration is how you stop that engine from leaking fuel all over the place.
And this is the leak problem. We all have this powerful store of energy, but we just let it drain away through endless distractions and worry.
And these are some of the biggest leaks in modern life, aren't they? Aimless scrolling, trying to multitask 5 things at once. Each one of these is just a diversion of your power away from what you truly intend to do. Concentration is what turns that scattered, sprinkler-like spray into a powerful, directed stream, the kind that can actually make real progress. It's the skill of pointing your will.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, at work, it means resisting that constant urge to multitask, and instead, just applying sustained focus to one priority at a time.
In our relationships, this force shows up as being truly present, just listening, instead of thinking about what you're going to say next. That builds connection in a way that divided attention never, ever could.
And when you're trying to build a new habit, we use this focused, directed force to, as he says, deepen the crease in the paper, making that new action easier and more automatic every single time you do it.
Okay, let's make this really practical. Here's a simple exercise you can do like right after this to begin training your will.
Now, the task itself, it doesn't really matter that much. It could be anything. What matters is the practice of consciously directing your will toward it. Think of this simple act as a workout for your determination.
And the final takeaway from Atkinson is really this. This power isn't something you need to go out and find. It is already inside you, right now, just waiting to be gathered up and directed. So, to recap the most important points, that gap between knowing and doing is a problem of direction, not a lack of energy. Remember, you have an active mind, the director, and a passive mind that runs on habit. The goal is to build determination as a skill. Don't just wait around for motivation to strike. And finally, plug those energy leaks by practicing concentration on one thing at a time.
Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you found this useful, you can continue the journey with our next bonus episode. The entire Thought Libration series is right there on our playlist for you to explore.